there. Here it is. Over there now. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Here, keep it in the way. The bone's right here. Well, let's just see. Okay, let's see. So big a deal. Oh, hey guys. Kind of caught me at a bad time here. Yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of excited for this week's episode of Pokemember, because we got something big going on for this one. Got myself another guest star. Yeah, and this one isn't Pika, by the way. Nope, not Pika. You'll see him in a bit. If you see my backup channel, you've probably seen him though. Regardless, I hope you guys like what's going on with the channel so far. Although, I'd like to ask you guys something. What else would you guys like to see out of me? I mean, I know we've got some stuff going on right now. What with, you know, Pokemember already. And the three main shows, the fanfiction library, the construction yard, and the one-shot zone, all of which are almost set. And all of which have their own separate shows and which are all set to go. However, I'm kind of curious. Do you guys like the format that I'm setting up here that's spoiler-free? If so, thanks. I'll keep that up as long as I can. However, I've been kind of curious. Seeing some other people go more in-depth on their subjects, like Linkara, for instance, who I've been watching recently. Great going, by the way, Lewis. Looking forward to more of your vids, watching your entire show, top the fourth wall from start to finish. But regardless, he goes into his stories in depth in terms of dialogue, all the characters, the plot points, grammar issues, anything that sticks out to him. And it's not just with those with the written media that I'm talking about as well. I'm talking about any kind of reviewer out there. The movies, the games, you name it. They all go in depth. I'm practically just scratching the surface of these things. Basically giving you guys a little bit of trivia about what the heck I've been doing with what I've read and seen of the stories, and how I would want to, and how I think I should convey it to you guys. Because I personally want you all to read the stories for yourselves and not have it spoiled for 1 second. Even if I admittedly accidentally let loose a few spoilers once in a while, I try my best to make sure it's as spoiler-free as possible. But I'm curious. There's a couple other ideas I have in mind when it comes to this. Would you guys like me to actually do a review in which I would, actually go in depth under my subject? I mean, it would be interesting to kind of give you guys as much of the detail as I can and tell you my opinions on it. But again, I usually want to make it spoiler-free so that you guys can enjoy it on your own merits without me having my entire personal opinion on it. So if you want me to keep up with the fanfiction library and all of that as it is, let me know. I'll gladly keep the format as it is. But I'm also curious if you guys want me to give a specific formula, or, no, not specific formula, I'm already getting that up. But I mean, like, basically give out any information that I can, explain the stories all the way to you in depth as possible. If so, just let me know. I would be willing to give you guys a chance and explain all the stories more in depth in some follow-up videos, and maybe in some future vids of the fanfiction library. There may be some episodes where I will go completely in depth with all my with the reviews and everything. If you guys want me to do that, let me know. I may make that a separate show so that you guys can know about everything and how I can go in depth. If you really want me to go in depth, like basically tell you the story, I almost feel like I could do it multiple ways. I could go for a full-fledged review explaining every single plot point in detail possible if it's not word for word every single step of its source material, for instance. But if you really want me to, I'd also be willing to give you a chance to basically do dramatic readings like how Dr. Wolf would do when he reviews, when he reads various fan fictions on thin fiction. I could be willing to do something like that as well. If you guys out there want me to go either more in depth into a fan fiction or simply to read the story to you, have it be more dramatic in a sense, then let me know. Please, I need your opinions on this right now. Tell me in the comment section below, and I'll get to them. I will go back to previous vids, and all my reviews, give you more in-depth opinions on what I think about the fan fictions themselves. I'll probably go back from the closest one to the oldest, probably, because the newer ones will still be fresh in my mind enough where I can give you guys more of an honest opinion. Either that, or I can reread the old stories and have a new look on it, since I've had more time to, since I had the older video up, I can give more honest, in-depth suggestions on it, and give you more of my honest opinion on how the thing works, and try and make it as fair as possible. If I think the score didn't work the first time around, I may change it, but I will give you guys my honest opinions as much as I can on these, regardless of what you think I should do. So, what do you think I should do? You want me to continue on with the formula as is? Want me to add a fourth show in which I basically go more in depth on anything that I've reviewed already and will review in the future? Or would you prefer me to do some dramatic readings so that you guys can read and listen to the stories yourselves without me having to prattle on about my nonsense or whatever, or constantly having to click in the description below, as I normally would tell you guys to do, about whatever fan fiction I post up for the review? Well, if you guys are really wanting to know, and if you really want a certain way, please tell me in the comment section below right now. Oh, but until then, I'm going to be a little bit busy trying to catch up on Pokemon X as quickly as I can before I get to the main games, before I get to these guys. Well, more this one than this one, but that'll be quickly glazed over when I get to the next review for Pokemon. Until then, this has been Cake80 Silver, and I gotta get going because I gotta finish Pokemon X and finish up some school. Plus, it's Thanksgiving next week, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Until then, I'll catch you guys next time. Hopefully you can be ready for a Poke-Number, and I'll catch you on the next episode of the Construction Yard, One Shot Zone, or Fan Fiction Library. Johnny. So, got this. What are you guys still doing here? It's over. Alright, I gotta shut the camera off. Johnny.